6:01 p.m. Madam Clerk, may you please take roll call?
Hassan Ahmad, absent. Mobe Dun,
Here.
Nancy Breyer, absent. She's on her way. Robert Constant,
Present.
Denise Malinowski Maxwell. Here. Hassan Saab,
Present.
Tom Wenzel. Here. Mr. Chair, you have a quorum.
Thank you so much, Madam Clerk. Next up, we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance, and we will have Councilman Saab lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we begin, I would like to do a moment of silence for those families that have lost Grand Blanc. The hate crimes, the attacks on our places of worship has no place anywhere in this country, and my heart is with them, and I would like to do a moment of silence. Thank you. I would also like to do another moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. He was somebody that was controversial, but he spoke up. And for anybody to be able to speak up should not be murdered or killed. I think free speech is allowed. This is the great country of the United States of America. And we've seen too many people speak up the truth, whether you like to call it the truth or not, but be able to speak up. And he was somebody that spoke up. Some people liked him. Some people hated him. Some people loved him. At the end of the day, he was an American. He spoke how he felt, and he was killed for that reason. And so I believe today we need to be given a moment of silence to also Charlie Kirk. Thank you. And then there is one more. There were United States citizens who were visiting Lebanon about last week, and their family was on vacation, and they were struck by an Israeli army drone, and it wiped out the entire family, which allowed the mother to be alive. They are Shararas. They are from Dearborn. And so my heart goes out to them. I'd like to do a moment of silence from this council as well. Thank you. While we're on it, and I know it's not comments from council members, but a lot has happened in this country in the last 2 weeks. I think, remember that those that you have at home, remind your loved ones that you love them. Those that you could potentially even be arguing with is not worth it. Life is fragile, life is short. Let's respect one another, and let's all find ways to work together. Next up is the agenda approval.
Council Chair.
Councilman Saab.
Move the Dearborn City Council approve the agenda for the special meeting of September 30th, 2025 as submitted.
Support. Motion made by Councilman Saab, seconded by Councilman Constant. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it, motion carries. Next up is public hearing and public comments. There's not really much on this agenda. We are opening up any discussion. We have 2 minutes in the beginning to give public comments. Seeing none, we'll go to the next. Members from the public, comments from council members. Seeing none. Announcements from administration. Seeing none. Public comments again. Seeing none. Anyone on Zoom? Okay, I figured this gentleman had his hand up. Can we unmute him, please? How you doing, sir? Please state your name, the city you reside in, and the street that you live on.
Hi, my name is Michael Muni, and I live on Hopkins in the south end.
Okay.
My concern, Council President and Mr. Wenzel, because I've sent you pictures. is the trash pile that is 2 doors down from me. It is 8 feet high. It is the entire boulevard, which, by the way, the boulevard was also just tore up and regrassed because of the pipe work. So that's brand new sod that we've paid for as citizens that is now trashed. This happens far too often. Mr. President, you and I have talked about this in the past, because I've showed you pictures in the past. I don't know if what I have heard is true. It's Facebook, take everything with a grain of salt, if you will. But that when somebody is given an eviction or if somebody loses their home, it's completely unfortunate. And that's not part of my concern. Is that according to some people is that the judge will issue the eviction. The judge will then tell the city to remove all of the contents because a landlord cannot touch private property. I don't know if that's true. I'm not a landlord yet. And then the city is ordered to put everything on the curb. Then the landlord has 7 days to remove the stuff from the curb, or if the priority waste will take it, which priority waste doesn't usually take this amount of stuff. So I recently sent you, Mr. President, pictures, and then also to Mr. Wenzel, of children playing in the pile today, less than an hour ago. Little children are playing in that pile. It is also now on the sidewalk. When is this? It devalues our city because it's not just here. It's happened 3 times on my block alone, probably within the last 2 years. It happened on Beach Daily, where people from other cities see it. When will this stop? When will this be enforced? Why can't? There's a dumpster in the driveway of this house right now. There's nothing being loaded into the dumpster, and it's probably a 20-yard dumpster. The stuff is still on the sidewalk. I will almost guarantee it will be there for at least a week and a half. The last pile on my street was there for 2.5 weeks. We shouldn't have to look at it. When will landlords either be, clearly if they are fined, the fine's not enough because they keep doing it. When will this stop? When will it be enforced that we don't have to look at the trash, endanger the rest of the citizens? There's a gentleman, an older man from down the street, who wheels like maybe every other day. He's got his little shopping cart that he walks to the store and walks back. And the store's not close. It's on Dearborn. That's still half mile or more away. Now he has to walk around this pile of garbage that's now on the sidewalk because people have been picking at it, and people pick at it, they don't care, and they just throw things everywhere. So now it's even a bigger pile. When will this stop? When will people be fined, landlords get fined enough and enforced enough that they don't do this and
Thank you,
lower
sir.
our value?
Thank you, sir. I will respond quickly. And I have not checked my email from today, so I will not from the last couple of hours. So if you sent in the last 2 hours, I'm sorry, I did not see it. But I know you and I have spoke, Michael, and I will tell you this. Usually the eviction process could one of 2 or 3 things. It's a bank that comes in and the sheriffs throw it out. If it is a judgment and the city is involved, the city will send its court officers to come out and remove and evict the home. But that's a court order coming from the city saying, you know, so-and-so hasn't played their home, or so-and-so is squatting in this home, and then they're giving a notice to get their stuff out. And if they don't comply, then that's when it comes out. What needs to happen is an ordinance that comes out and says, if there is going to be an eviction, the city of Dearborn Heights, not the court, but the city of Dearborn Heights requires a dumpster to be present on the day of eviction. And that stuff could be seen, but we don't have an ordinance in that context right now. And it can't be a resolution. It's got to be an actual ordinance, or else people can argue and fight that, hey, this resolution doesn't stand compared to an ordinance. An ordinance becomes a fine. And then if it's not followed, you can then hold people accountable to those extent.
Council Chair.
As far as, I think there's also, Councilman, if I'm not mistaken, Councilman Constant, isn't there like a 24-hour rule that has to set out?
So here's what happens. So somebody gets evicted from their house or their apartment from a house they're renting. The court officer typically comes out first time, you got to be out. Comes out the second time, hey, you really gotta be out. And it comes out a third time, and they will change the locks, but there's no requirement that they throw the person's property all out. And then I thought we had enacted, we discussed it at length, ordinance that somebody have a dumpster there.
But we didn't create an actual ordinance for that to actually take place. So it's not an official,
That's what we need, Detroit
Yeah.
has it, so that the landlord, the tenant, whoever, so that the stuff doesn't end up at the curb.
correct. I mean, so Mike, I will tell you that, obviously, this is something that seems like it's been happening, too often in the last year or two.
It's been happening in the last several years. This isn't just popping up. This has been happening for several years.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how things are moved forward within the council, within the city for ordinance. However, when you see the pictures, Mr. President, that I sent you, I actually sent it through Facebook, the chat, how you and I have been communicating.
Okay.
When one of those children then becomes injured because something falls on them, they get cut and whatever, those parents are now going to sue the city. Because the city is the one who ended up putting that there.
Well, we don't know,
So,
we don't know if it was the city that actually put it out there yet. I don't.
that's true, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will tell you, I have been speaking with, first with DPW to reach out to Priority Waste. So they've been in contact. Priority Waste said they will have somebody up there to be cleaning it up in the day or two. That was the last that I've heard. But, I don't know, maybe Mariana, are you here? Can you speak on it a little bit? Do you know if this house was, it's all over the internet. Everybody's talking about it. You gotta remember something, Michael. Really, management comes through the city. Administration. So like the council's part-time, we're the fiduciary. When these things happen, we find out just like every other resident online.
I've seen it on social media. I've seen multiple of you have asked for an address, but it hasn't come through my desk, so I'm not aware if an official complaint has gone through ordinance yet. So,
It has. I filed one online, I filed one, and ironically enough, because I filed it online, I received an email today from the online, whatever it's called, CPIX or whatever the online thing is. They sent me an email today that now there's a pile over on Stanford on the next block that has just somebody complained about. So it happens quickly and it seems to be happening often. And I understand progress can take time some, but this has been years that I grew up in this city. I've been here since 1975. This was never the case before. I don't know how they handled it then. The only time you saw piles like this is when there was flooding in the south end or somebody had a fire or something in their house. And this has been the last probably 4 years at the very least. And I don't understand why everybody just keeps kicking this down the road.
Thanks, Michael. We will definitely have something to look into that.
Council Chair.
Council Chair?
I'm gonna go to
ahead.
Councilman Saab, I'll go to Councilman Wenzel, and then Councilman Khan.
Sir, if you could do me a favor, shoot me an email with those pictures and the address, and I'm actually
Yes,
gonna
sir.
contact the court and ask the court what's going on with that address.
Well, everybody says it's about the homeowner and the unfortunateness of them being, that's not the point. The point is that a landlord, a bank, or a homeowner is allowing this to happen. It doesn't matter who got evicted or how they
No,
got
no.
evicted.
My thing is I want to
But
check
it's-
what the order was. Was the order to put the stuff out? Because if it wasn't, whoever put that
Oh,
stuff out should be
okay, I see.
responsible. Let's go back and
Okay,
track
I
where it done,
understand.
because it shouldn't be left outside, to be honest with you.
I understand.
I'll get
I don't understand. There's a dumpster there right now.
Correct.
Why isn't it like
So-
Mr. President has said, the very first thing is a dumpster should be rolled up outside.
So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the law says that you got to give somebody a certain period of time to order to pick up their possession, and if they don't, they can throw it in a dumpster. But it should not be put on the street.
Right.
He should be, the landlord or something the landlord should be fined for this, for it to be outside if the landlord did it, because if the tenant wants to pick up his stuff, he'll give them 2 days, 3-day notice to come pick them up from inside the house and have a dumpster.
So, I won't take any more of our time, but, so I was not at home on Sunday, I was working another job, but my wife was here. And that there were other people that were at the house, loaded up a trailer, took a bunch of stuff away, They left, and then two other gentlemen showed up and started throwing everything on the curb. So it sounds like maybe whoever had the house, we think it's been renters, because we see people there every couple of months. So we think it was renters, not the homeowner. So somebody clearly took what they wanted, and then the other people, maybe the court order was get your stuff. They took what they wanted.
Michael,
and then,
I'm sorry, I don't wanna cut you off, but
No, that's fine.
there is a 3-minute limit, and I do wanna give I want you to hear from the rest of the council members. So I am sorry, we are looking into the matter. It's obviously now, I will make sure that the chief of staff does get the address, even though it's already been given to the city, and I'll get the address over to Councilman Saab as well. Councilman
Okay.
Wanso, do you wanna add some, remarks?
Yeah, thank you. Michael, we've talked about this. This has been an issue on the south end, probably once a week, every week throughout the year. I've been complaining about it for about a year, and a few months ago, there were several on the south end at one time, and I came to a meeting and I said that we have to get some kind of rule in effect where you cannot set one garbage bag outside on the grass until you get a dumpster out there, and everything goes into a dumpster. And nothing was done about it. No one else contacted me, and I can't do everything by myself. As a matter of fact, I get chastised when I try to do everything by myself and not include the whole council. So I've been very vocal on this for a long time, and it's a very bad thing that's going on in the south end. And you drive around, and it's every week you'll see something, to some degree, either a giant mound like this one on Hopkins, or just a few things out by but if a trash day is on Wednesday, they throw the stuff out on Thursday, and it's there all week. It's not fair to our residents or people that live close to this stuff. The courts should order, do not remove one thing, have priority waste, bring a dumpster out. Priority waste is our contractor for our trash. Give them the opportunity to bring a dumpster out there, and have the landlord should be fined for doing this, the homeowner or the bank, anybody. The banks don't live here. They come in, they send a crew, or the court ordered, they send a crew out here. And that's the same rate. This doesn't happen in any other city. You never drive around Allen Park, Livonia. You never drive around other cities and see this kind of stuff. You never hear this. But in Dearborn Heights, it's very common. We got to put a stop to it right away. And I told you I was going to do something about it before the next meeting.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Madam Clerk. We're gonna move on here. Thank you, Michael. We will get some things on, and obviously, like, this is a problem to everybody, and so hopefully we'll be able to come forward. Maybe our corporation counsel or Roger will write,
Yeah.
will write out an ordinance for us so that this doesn't happen.
Council Chair,
Okay.
I'll work on it. I listened to everything that was said. I will meet with the ordinance director tomorrow, both previous ordinance director and the current. We'll see what we have already. And then, Mr. Saab said, we'll talk to the officers who actually do the eviction. Not that they did the eviction on this case, but we'll get the feedback and put something together by next council meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you for the time.
Thank
Here's
you.
what the Detroit ordinance says. It says, in order for the bailiff to evict, the landlord must have a dumpster delivered to the site of the tenant's belongings or personal property. Once the dumpster is delivered to the property, then the eviction can occur shortly thereafter.
Thank you.
So we can introduce something similar.
There you go. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for coming here and speaking up, and
Robert.
hopefully we'll get some traction on this. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, guys. All right. Anyone else on Zoom? Anyone else in the audience? Seeing none, we'll moving to a closed session.
Council,
Councilman Constant,
I move that we go into closed session.
Second.
can you read? I need you to read the recommendation and the timing and everything.
I move that we go into closed session at 6:21 PM so that the city council can discuss the case of Sobe versus Dearborn Heights, which may include the city council, Mayor Bazey, Chief of Staff Hernandez, Roger Farina, and Margaret Debler of Rosati, Schultz, Jobich, and et cetera.
All right, et cetera works. Can I get a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Saab. Any discussion? What time did we say that was? 6:21?
Yes.
All in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
I'm sorry, roll call. Roll call, I forgot.
Ready? Okay. Hassan Ahmad is absent. Moby Dun.
Yes.
Nancy Breyer is absent. Robert Constant.
Yes.
Denise Malinowski Maxwell.
Yes.
Hassan Saab.
Yes.
Tom Wenzel.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, motion carries.
All right. For those that are on Zoom or watching, I just want you to know that the meeting will be over after. There's basically nothing else other than just to approve, adjourn, and the meeting will be done. So if you are online, just know we're going to go into a closed session, and after the closed session, we'll come back and we'll adjourn our meeting. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Can I get a motion to return to open session?
Council Chair,
Councilman Saab.
I move the Dearborn Heights City Council return to an open session at 6:49 PM.
Support.
Motion made by Councilman Saab, second by Councilman Constant at 6:49 PM. Any discussion?
Council Chair, reflect that, and Ms. Breyer is currently present with us on the record.
Thank you. All right, any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Council Chair, motion to adjourn.
Special meeting.
The Dearborn Heights special meeting.
All right,
Dearborn
motion
Heights
made,
Council special meeting.
motion made by Councilman Saab. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Constant. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Motion carries. Have a wonderful day.